All right, good morning, everyone. It is 8:48 in the morning of July 20th, 2021, and this is my strategy session for the day. First up, we have Halliburton. Halliburton is up on earnings news. Got a 33% bump. Yeah, here we go. Halliburton profit jumps 33% as oil field activity rebounds. All right. So, I have a pullback on this one coming down to $19.66 for a bounce. Yeah, and I don't have any other level on it. So we'll see what happens. I don't really have a high rate of conviction on this trade. If I take this trade, I'm probably only going to put, I'll say, 200 shares on it. So not really a high degree of confidence on this trade, but it's there. Okay, NRBO. Let's see, NRBO. I couldn't find any news on NRBO. So let me check again real quick before, that was about a half an hour ago. So let me look again real quick to see. Sometimes, for whatever reason, no news. I didn't see any news on it through investing.com or whatever it's called, Street Smart Edge or TradingView. So I'm going to put this one at the end, NRBO. I'm going to put that at the end. It's on watch. It's there, but there's nothing apparently for the reason that the movement in the stock is happening. I don't see any news or anything. All right, IMNM. This is reported to have some kind of a drug cocktail that's effective in fighting the Delta variant of the cerveza sickness. I can't say the word on YouTube or my video will get taken off. I don't know why, but yeah, so the Delta variant. Up pre-market 41.29% at $23.51 a share. All right. Next up, MDWD. This drug has met its primary endpoint. Let's see. I think it's probably better if Street Smart Edge has a better sort of a thing. All right, better news. I like the news on Street Smart Edge more. All right. MediWound's late-stage study of thermal burn treatment candidate meets primary endpoint. Shares rise pre-bell. MediWound said Tuesday its late-stage study evaluating topical drug Nexobrid as a potential treatment for severe thermal burns in children met its primary endpoint. In phase 3 children innovation debridement study, Nexobrid demonstrated a significant reduction in time to achieve complete eschar removal and significant reduction in wound area requiring surgery. The drug was compared with the current standard of care and showed non-inferiority in terms of the quality of scars, the company said in a statement. Additionally, there was no harmful effect on wound healing observed during the study. That's good. Data Safety Monitoring Board reviewed the results and found Nexobrid to be safe and well tolerated, MediWound said. Okay. All right. So, treating burns. I'm sure the Wall Street will be happy with that. They'll reward this company. So we'll see. It's a momentum play. It's a momentum setup. All right, MCK. Let's see. I don't have notes on MCK. This is McKesson. Yeah, McKesson. Let's see. What was that? What did they do? Oh, okay. Yeah. So drug companies are coming near to a settlement for all the opioid issues that happened, So once those things come to settlement, the stocks tend to rally. So this is news of the settlement. It's not actually the settlement itself, but news of the settlement will make the stock run. I've got support at 197 flat and 195.41. Not a high degree of confidence in this trade, but between these two numbers, I could probably take somewhere around 100 shares, put 50 here and 50 there, and then let it run, see how it goes. All right, HCA, what was the news on this one? Earnings. Okay, yeah. Declares same dividend. Okay. So this stock right now, pre-market, it would be up 6.72% if it opened right now. We've got a level at 228 and another level at 226. Looking for a pullback and a 1% move higher. All right. NRBO, I put that one at the end. Okay, let's take a look at the broader market here. If things opened up right now, the SPY would open up 2.28% higher than yesterday's close. All right. I imagine that this is probably going to be either just another dip buying opportunity, or maybe we might even get a correction here. It's been let's see, what was this move? Was this even in correction territory? Yeah, so back here between it was in 2020, September of 2020. So it's been almost a year. This is September 2020 right here, and there was a 10.86% dip back here between, let's see, September the 2nd and September 24th, looks like. So it's been quite some time since there's been, a 10% correction, almost a year, 10 months roughly. So, yeah, why not? If this is going to be either just another dip buy opportunity, like, let me get the magnet off. We had this little dip buy, here, lots of spots just to get in, get a few percentage points deal. Perfectly normal market behavior. This, I don't know, but this might be the start of a correction. I think it would be wonderful if it was, and then, we get done with this little correction, and, we go on to, new all-time highs again for a while, It's just the way the market works. I still have this gap between 400 and 403 that needs to be filled. Oh, pardon me, I need some more caffeine. Goodness. Okay, and so here's the VIX. Now, the VIX did this interesting thing. A little bit of a spike on the VIX there. Now, 2476. I originally had this 2476 level a little bit lower. I moved it yesterday. I don't remember where I got it in the first place, but it seems to be kind of an important level. This 24, originally it was at 24.07 or something like that. And I moved it. And so now, here we are again. Well, so now the VIX is testing the top of the gap that was left open from late February of 2020 here. It was left open, and it's been filled ever since. Now, here's the gap. So in February of 2020, there was the start of the crash, and there was this gap up in the VIX. And it took a long time for it to come down and then test. Here's that 2476 area, by the way. Took a long time for it to come down and test the top of the gap and then break down below. Another run up above the top of the gap. One. And then took a long time again for it to come back down and break into the gap. And then it fought along the top, bumped along the top of the gap again, had another run up. Here we are below. We've got some closes below the gap here, then finally down into the gap, and then down below the gap, and then we kind of played around the below the gap there, and actually started to come down and recently test this support area. We'll have to see what happens here, but generally speaking, I'm bullish with the way that VIX works out. It's almost 9 o'clock. Okay. Halliburton, oh well. Looks like I may have missed my move on Halliburton while I was doing the strategy session there. All right. Bitcoin looking very bearish at the moment. There's a head and shoulders pattern in play. Let's see if I can find the head and shoulders. No, let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that. Let's see. There we go. Yeah, so the pattern that is in play right now is this head and shoulders pattern that basically started forming in March of 2021 and completed, well, I wouldn't say completed, but really confirmed the head and shoulders pattern on the 16th of May. Here's a neckline pointing in the opposite direction of the trend. This is a head and shoulders reversal pattern. And Bitcoin is definitely reversing. And also, if you've ever seen the Wyckoff distribution chart, this thing is, I mean, it's not textbook perfect, but it's really close. So, yeah, definitely some weakness here with Bitcoin. Close below. On the daily here, you can see you've got a daily close. Let's see the support right there. I don't know what the support, I can't, it's kind of hard to zero in on it exactly, but let's say support's at 30,713. This closed at just about $100 above this support line right here. Now it's breaking below. We'll see what happens. But there's another smaller possible head and shoulders. You can't even really call it a head and shoulders, actually, a reversal, because the trend is now down. The trend is now bearish. And so there's a little head and shoulders looking thing right here. But technically speaking, a head and shoulders is a reversal pattern. So if there's a head and shoulders pattern in the downward direction, it's not a head and shoulders reversal pattern. It's just more weakness. And the neckline is in line with the trend. So I don't know, I would just call that severe weakness. Not head and shoulders reversal, but now it's going to be head and shoulders severe weakness. All right. Yeah, that's a little bit of charting humor there for you. Okay. All right, everybody, good luck out there. Keep your risk tight. Click like, share, subscribe, leave a comment, and I will see you at the recap. I am out.